What if the universe has an intention? Humans have been telling themselves that they're the only intelligent species in existence. We have lived with this belief since millennia. We compare ourselves to the animals that we eat, to the animals we keep at home, and to the animals that fear us. None of them have language, none of them have culture, none of them have technology. We have declared ourselves kings and queens of the food chain. We came to the conclusion that our success is the result of our intelligence. But what if we misunderstood what intelligence actually is? What if intelligence is not exclusively human? What if the universe itself were intelligent? Do you even think that this could be possible? That the entirety of the universe could have an intention just like you and me? That intelligence might not only exist due to our complex brain structure, but that intelligence itself may be a property of the universe? Or do you say that this is entirely impossible? If you say it's impossible, why? Is it because you associate intelligence only with thoughts? What if there were a different kind of intelligence? An intelligence not touched by thought. The universe has come a long way since the Big Bang. By chance, the natural constants of our universe emerge with the perfect parameters to enable the existence of life and consciousness. How likely was it that energy and matter came into existence? How likely was it that planets and stars could form? How likely was it that biological life forms could emerge? How likely was it that some of those biological life forms were able to alter the environment? How likely was it that one of those biological life forms would become self-aware? How likely was it that the same species would one day play with atomic weapons? We say that all of this has happened by chance, that human life on Earth is the sum of many random occurrences. Some would argue that there are infinite parallel universes. We just happen to exist in one of those universes where life is possible. Others say that this is a simulation. Then there are those who say that it's a creation of an entity. All of those are concepts, but none of those concepts can be proven, at least at this point in time. This leaves us with two possibilities. Either the universe exists out of mere chance, the evolution of the galaxies, planets and nature happened aimlessly, or the universe itself has an intention. Every process in nature, physics and chemistry follows a direction, a will, a purpose. How often do you come across synchronicities, like hearing a name once and suddenly hearing it everywhere? How often do you feel like you are given signs from the universe? How often do you dream of the future? How often do you think of something and then it actually happens? Synchronicities, manifestations. How is it possible that your mind affects reality? How is it possible that reality reflects our thoughts? When you meditate and observe your thoughts, you see that you're neither the thought nor are you the thinker of the thought. You are the one who observes the thought. So you see that thoughts flow automatically. Thoughts follow patterns. You realize that you are the observer, your awareness. You can give attention to the thoughts, and you can also ignore them. And you, as awareness, have this inner knowing. You are this inner knowing that some would call intuition. You are consciousness, this ability to recognize, to realize, to see patterns. Now what if the observer and the object of the observation are the same? What if the observer is the observed? What if awareness and the thing that you are aware of are the same? What if the act of awareness is the act of the entire system of reality being aware of itself? What if you are the universe observing itself? Individuals may have different thought patterns. Each have their own memories stored in the brain, but the consciousness of one is the consciousness of all. All of us share the same consciousness, because we are consciousness itself. Sure, we might look different, sound different, think different, but we are all part of the same system, the system that runs through us. It is life itself. We are this life force that runs through every animal, every human, everything. We are this energy, frequency, vibration. You are the consciousness of mankind, and we are all in this together. Now in the beginning we asked, what if the universe has an intention? How do you describe its intention? I can only think of one word: joy. Think of moments in your life when you couldn't stop smiling. Think of times when you laughed and laughed, when you were in pure bliss. You tend to forget these moments, don't you? This joy is the intention of the universe. We ask ourselves, what is our purpose? Why are we here? My friend, has your life ever felt like a story? A story with ups and downs, a story with challenges. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes life is painful, sometimes life is wonderful. There are days when all seems pointless, when you are tired, exhausted. And there are days when you can't take it anymore. But doesn't in the end everything work out again? Even after the darkest storm, the sun returned again, didn't it? You know deep within that there's actually nothing to fear, that all will be well. It's always there, this inner knowing. Why don't you try to trust it? It's the voice of the universe telling you that you will be okay. Because, you know, life is a story, a game, and we are here to play it. This is the intention of the universe, of our consciousness, to enjoy life. So trust the universe, it has written a story just for you. No one will ever have the exact same experiences as you. No one will ever feel what you have felt. No one will ever do what you have done, said what you have said. There will never again be a person with the exact same life as yours. Your life story, beginning with your birth and ending with your death, is something completely unique on Earth. And your personal story is part of a much greater story. The story of humanity, which is the culmination of all side stories that have ever come into existence since the dawn of Homo sapiens. Do you see your own part within the story of humanity? Are you aware that you are an integral part of this great book? Throughout our lives, we fight against the universe. We curse at life when something undesired happens. Sometimes, we even see life as our enemy. But the universe doesn't want to fight us. It wants to write our story with us together. Let me ask you this. If life were a game with multiple endings, which ending do you want? The one with the mushroom cloud, where our story ends without a legacy? Or do you want the ending, where we build a spaceship and embark on a new adventure, where we create new stories in new locations? What is the intention of the universe? If the universe had a voice, it would say, I want a happy ending for humanity. And if humanity could answer, it would say, we will find a way. My friend, let us all go in for the platinum trophy. Let's get even the secret achievements. Let's break every high score and let's have fun while we are at it. This is what all of us want, isn't it? Don't we all share this dream? So let's go for it. You are the consciousness of humanity. You are the universe. You are awareness, and you are the entire system of reality. You can't die, and you were never born. There is nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry. There's nothing to regret. All is well. Enjoy your time. Trust the universe. There always is a way.